hit to first. Rizzo is there. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Steve, what's the key for them to continue this winning streak?
Well, you get multiple runners on base, so you don't have to have the long ball in order to hang a crooked number on them. You need to avoid the double plays when they do get guys on.
Anthony Rendon will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the .330 mark to begin play.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. EK, one-year-old ball clubs, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
Bryce Harper will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Squared that one up just a little late. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Nationals gone in order. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Max Scherzer gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's having a real nice year, averaging almost a strikeout per inning. We'll see how he does in this one.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. EK, these Nationals, as they take the field here today, have run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Not only have they been playing well, but they've got their ace going here this afternoon, so the rich get richer.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Too high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Scherzer looks in. 1-2 on its way. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And if there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
And Fowler swings and misses as he's retired for round number 1. And now time to check how Joe Maddon has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. But right now, he's among the National League leaders in home runs, so he's had the power stroke working all year. He'll definitely be a guy that the opposition will be very aware of when his spot in the order is coming around.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Now a ball popped up behind the plate for Ramos. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best all-around players in the game in Bryce Harper. What he does defensively, he's got great speed, got an absolute cannon for an arm, and he's very aggressive. Has not met a wall that he doesn't want to run through.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ben Zobrist is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. A strike, and it's 2-1. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Worth going back. Still ranging back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo home run off the bat of Ben Zobrist. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Wow, after the first 2 hitters, this inning didn't look like it was going anywhere. But you talk to a lot of hitters, and they'll tell you if they come up with 2 outs and nobody on, that's where they get selfish and try to swing for the fences. And that's what he did right there and launched a solo shot with 2 outs.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
And that splitter, it's only coming in around 86, but it's really falling through the zone.
And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Second inning coming up, and the Cubs have an early 1-0 lead. Ryan Zimmerman will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
And he's coming off of that big 3-hit game in his last one.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0. Arrieta into the windup. Here it is on 2-0. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. 1 away.
Batting fifth, second baseman.
So with 1 away, time for a check of the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. Daniel Murphy will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Here comes Soler. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Jason Worth will step forward now. Currently 3rd in the National League batting race to begin playing.
And he has a top 5 slugging percentage as well. So there's a lot of extra base hits to go along with that stellar average.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. There are the batting leaders in the National League, of which we spoke just a moment ago. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Hit hard to short. There's Baez. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail this one 1-0. Chris Bryant will stride in now. Back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game.
Chris Bryant.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And this inning starts with a solid base hit.
Oh, my goodness. This guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Javier Baez will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Nobody out, runner on first. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. High pop-up. Zimmerman battles the sun a bit, but has it for out number 1.
Yeah, very tough to get on top of a fastball at 96. And even if you miss it by an inch or two, this is what the result will be. An easy pop-up.
Jorge Soler is in to take his first swings here with the runner still at first and one away.
Well, too bad that last guy couldn't advance the man into scoring position, so now it's probably going to take a gapper to get him home.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
And right about now, you got to know as a hitter that you're going to see a heavy dose of that splitter. That's a good take up there to get ahead.
Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop. So he's in safely there following the one-out steal of second, and with that we take you to our team leaderboard to display the clubs with the most stolen bases so far this year.
Yeah, and there you see where they rank in that stat category. They definitely got some wheels in this lineup. If you don't keep these guys close, they will run on you all game long.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Revere, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game, and he will pull into second with an RBI double.
These guys are getting after it early here so far. This is going to find a seam for a double. After picking up one in the first, they've got another one here in the second.
Miguel Montero will stand in as he'll enter play fourth in the National League batting race.
Yeah, and I think it's a bit of a surprise to see him off to such a hot start with the bat. It's still early in the season, though, so we'll see if he can maintain it over the course of an entire year.
First pitch on its way. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike one or strike two, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike three, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Stepping in now, Jake Arrieta, as he'll take a look at ball one. One-0 pitch is a splitter in there, 1-1.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
Split-fingered pitch that's by him for strike two. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. We've played two. It's now 2-0 Chicago. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian here as it's Wilson Ramos that gets set to lead off the Nationals half of the inning. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And, strike three called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number one.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Danny Espinosa will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Hey, you never know. Things might be looking up for this guy. He's hitting over 300 in his last 10 games, even though his season average doesn't look that good.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Well, the strikeouts sure come in bunches for this guy. Remember, he had 10 of them in his last start, and he's well on his way to maybe even matching that number in this game.
Max Scherzer will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And there's number 8. 1 away.
Arrieta's ready. 0-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So add 1 more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Dexter Fowler will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first.
And remember, they got him on a fastball, so I got to figure they're going to attack him the exact same way.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
After the strikeout his first time around, I think he was able to use that first at-bat as a learning experience. Those have both been real good takes.
Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Strike called, 2-1.
1 strike.
To 2-2 now. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on by Espinosa takes care of him for the first out.
The right fielder, number 22, Jason Hayward.
Striding into the box, Jason Hayward. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
That's the hardest hit ball he's had all series. And he's still looking for that first hit, but it didn't work out for him here.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Good bite to that thing, and it's 1-1.
And this would be a good bounce-back inning for him. He's looked a little shaky here in these first few innings, so a 1-2-3 inning would be just what the doctor ordered.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're up 2-0. Ben Revere will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Arrieta's got his target. 1-1 on its way. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. And a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it. So an unfortunate turn of events for him here, as he's going to be forced to leave the game due to injury. And hopefully it's nothing that keeps him out of commission for too long. Matt Caesar is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Now playing left field, number 20.
Anthony Rendon is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
He's set. Here it comes. And that's in there for a strike. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He stands at second with his 13th double of the year. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
And this inning's going exactly to plan. You get the leadoff double, then a ground ball to the right side by your number 2 hitter moves him over to third. Now you're set up for the big boys to drive him in.
So a runner at third here with 1 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Baez fields it cleanly. And the throw will be wide at first as it pulls him off the bag, and a run's going to score.
Up next for the Nationals.
Well, you know, he knew who he had running down the line right there, so he had to try to hurry the throw. But in hindsight, I think he had a little bit more time than even he thought, and he winds up throwing this one away.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back.
Just checking.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now a throw over, and late reactions, and they got him.
This is all about quickness with the right-handed pitcher on the mound. Here, they catch him in between steps that time, and the result is an easy pickoff.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and no one left on base. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Cubbies are in front, 2-1. Anthony Rizzo is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
First baseman, Anthony.
called strike at the letters, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike, 0-2.
And I'll tell you, being in a two-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. And both guys throwing the country hardball so far. Top speeds of 95 and 97. First delivery to him on the way. Ripped on the ground to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Yeah, this ball might have caught him in between hops. He might have been unsure which way to turn his glove, over or under the ball. Instead, it just goes right through him.
Here's Javier Baez. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Scherzer will check at first, and a dive, but he's back in. Here's the 0-1, and he powers the cut. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball.
Now batting.
And as we take a look at his pitch count so far, sometimes numbers can be misleading. You see the 38 strikes there, but a lot of those have been on pitches out of the zone that he's gotten guys to swing at.
Stepping in, Matt Caesar. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. One strike. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
When a pitcher's close to getting through a quick inning, this is where you really need to grind out your at-bats, especially as a bottom-of-the-order guy. So this is a good job so far.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. One left for the Cubs. They lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Daniel Murphy, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's and a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch is a splitter called strike 2.
Yeah, and it seems like you kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
This is line to left, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
And from his perspective on the mound, I think that's exactly where he wanted to throw that pitch. You can see it's tailing down and out of the strike zone, but he just sticks his bat out there and winds up taking it the other way.
Digging in, Jason Worth. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
And, Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And the splitter's in there as he gets ahead here 1-2.
Well, and he's got a great splitter. You're talking 88 miles an hour. You think you can hit it, but it just disappears on you.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Wow, talk about a difference of 24 hours, mates. Yesterday, these guys were hitting everything in sight, but things sure have changed this time around. They haven't been able to get anything going at all.
Settling in now, Wilson Ramos. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Arrieta sets. First pitch on the way. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right side. Oh, and forget the double play. It's under his glove.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
So striding in, Danny Espinoza, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Shot foul over towards the coaching box. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Into the box now, Max Scherzer. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity here, and that ends the inning. Nats leave a pair. They still trail it here 2-1. Miguel Montero comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Catcher, Miguel Montero.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
0-2 is the count.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
High in the air out to center field. Revere is after it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The pitcher,
Well, they took him up the
49.
ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Jake Arrieta comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches adding to your pitch count. I don't see why you wouldn't just go right after him.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Dexter Fowler will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Here comes the first pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right. The throw to third, and he is in there.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average, it'll climb a few more points.
Jason Hayward will dig in now. He's popped out and lined out, 0 for 2 thus far.
Well, he's got nothing to show for it, but his last at-bat was a nice one. He put a good swing on it.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1.
And with his speed, contact probably means a run right here. So that's got to be his only thought process at the plate.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Splitter is right there, so he climbs back to 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Now a hard liner toward short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Yeah, and that might give you an idea of how his stuff is starting to straighten out just a little bit here now. It's the third time through the lineup, and guys weren't getting a ton of solid contact earlier, but as his pitch count rises, they're starting to zero in on him now.
Ben Zobrist digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Nope. Lays off 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Zimmerman is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. They still lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Ben Revere, and they'll need him to get something going here.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And this is going to be extra bases here, leading off the 6th. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And we show you the Nationals leaders in that category. You can see he's right up there at the top of the list.
And guys, that's a bigger deal than people realize. Usually the guy with the most doubles is also leading in other categories like runs or RBIs. He's a big part of their offense.
Anthony Rendon will get an opportunity now following the leadoff double.
And with his guys down by a run, at the very least, you need to try to shoot something to the right side. Hopefully get that runner over to third with 1 out.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Well, you see there on the graphic, that's now 14 doubles on the season so far. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Drilled on the ground to short. Baez has it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. And he lays off there, 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Hey, it's danger any way you look at it right here. You've got a base open, but you've got an even better hitter waiting on deck. So I don't think I'd be working around this guy. I'd be forced to go right after him.
3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
Down the third baseline, but foul. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. And the count will be full. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3-2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Ryan Zimmerman will come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. From the stretch. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
And this is a spot where the Nats have had their share of trouble. They have to have someone come through here.
Grounded back up the middle. Baez ranging to his right. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. 1 left for Washington. They're down 2-1. Anthony Rizzo gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Anthony Rizzo.
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. And that misses, ball 1. Two and 0 now.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. Well, he's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
Just overmatched him there.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Bouncer down the line. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Chris Bryant steps in. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Oh, just an excellent sequence on the mound that time, and we're going to run you right back through it right here on Showtime. Now, you're going to notice as the dots come up, the trend, pretty evident. Everything's going to be down around the knees or lower. Now, the more you can stay out of any guy's wheelhouse, the better off you're going to be, and it worked perfectly right here.
Here's Javier Baez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. Two out, nobody on. Ooh, and he'll try to work the inner half with the split finger, but that one nearly got him.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Baez will head for second. And he will make it there. He took a bit of a chance, but it turns into a 2-out double.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Matt Caesar will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. Now a pickoff play at second. Back in standing. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and it's probably going to finish out of the zone. So that's a good job just to lay off.
Scherzer comes set. Here it is on 2-1. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line, so they'll try it again. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there. Base hit around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, it looked like this inning was just about in the books, but then you get the 2-out double to put the man in scoring position. Next hitter follows that up with a base hit here and makes something out of the inning after all.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse games going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2. And that misses 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. In the air out to straightaway left. Worth has a beat on it, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. 7th inning coming up. Cubs lead it 3-1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Daniel Murphy will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
Daniel Murphy.
On his way to pitch number 75. And that's in there for strike 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
1-1.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Arrieta gets the sign. Here's the 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this is lined right back up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Well, his one job was to get on base with his club down by 2, and he did it. This will get the tying run to the plate, which is all you can ask for to start the inning.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And here's the left fielder, Jason Worth. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Grounded to third. Bryant is up with it. Zobrist on to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Wilson Ramos will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Here's the first pitch to him. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. One hit's all they get. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. The Cubs are on top, 3-1. And here comes Dusty out toward home plate as it looks like we're going to see a double switch here. Felipe Rivero will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
In the 7th spot, number 73, Felipe Rivero. Now catching and batting.
Jake Arrieta will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
And that misses inside, 1-0. Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0.
I got to think he's going to leave the bat on his shoulder again here, even 2-0. This approach hasn't been too sharp so far to lead off the inning.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start. So he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Dexter Fowler gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Ball 1.
No strike.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Here he comes on 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0. The very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Jason Hayward will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and one away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Maybe a spot to pitch out on 0-1.
Well, I think he wants to go, no doubt. Might not be too bad an idea.
There goes the runner. Tap fouled at home plate. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, he went after him with all sliders. Just one after another. Just couldn't do a thing with any of them.
Ben Zobrist will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's taken for strike 1. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he just manages to get his hand in. 2 out with the man at first. And another snap throw to the bag. Keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Definitely has his attention.
And again he'll snap one over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper moving to his left, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Leading off the inning, Danny Espinosa, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Back goes Fowler, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. 2 very good pitching performances illustrated there as we give you a look at our starter comparison in this 3-1 contest. Jose Lobaton will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it'll be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
Rolled slowly to first. Rizzo comes up with it, and good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. You know, there's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
Ben Revere will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
And this one's down off the shoe tops, 1-0. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They still trail it here 3-1. Sean Kelly is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
27, Sean Kelly.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Living a little dangerously here.
Yeah, you don't have to go looking for trouble. Trouble will find you if you're putting pitches there.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here's the 0-2. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Grounded to short. Espinosa's up with it and taken in out there for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Hit to short. Espinosa's there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
Now in the box, Javier Baez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now it's 2-0.
2-0.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Matt Caesar would be next. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And take a good look there as this misses for ball 4, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Matt Caesar will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cubs as the lead remains 3-1. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Anthony Rendon. And they'll need him to get something going here. Hector Rondon is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
56, Hector Rondon.
Striding in to start the 9th, Anthony Rendon, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Anthony Rendon.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Got him.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Bryce Harper will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Nats have cut it to 1. It's a 3-2 score.
One rule for being a successful closer, you gotta keep the ball in the ballpark. He's still got a lead to work with after this home run, but his margin for error is pretty much gone now.
Now batting.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now.
Ryan Zimmerman.
As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
Rondon looks in. Here's the 1-1. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And there's your tying run at second base with a one-out double.
Now batting.
Now that's the at-bat they needed. Bases empty, one out already, down one in the ninth. He's got to find a way to get on base somehow, some way. And this is going to set up a fantastic finish as he's all the way into scoring position now on that double.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
One out and a runner on second base. To short, hit hard. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
Well, in most cases, once he kicks this thing, it's going to be a sure error. But luckily for him, he's got a diesel tanker headed down the first baseline. So he's able to gather this thing up and still get the out at first.
Jason Worth will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first three plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And that's taken for strike two, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. And the throw to first will take care of him as the tying run will be left stranded at second base. This ball game is over.
Well, he did serve up the home run here to make this one a little bit more interesting. But in the end, he does get the job done, and he nails down the save.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 3-2. So long from Wrigleyville.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 3 runs on 7 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Nationals, 2 runs, 7 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jake Arrieta. His record is now 5-0. The loss goes to Max Scherzer. His record is now 5-1. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
Hello there, baseball fans, and welcome to a Mother's Day edition of Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Jake Arrieta got the victory on the mound, throwing 8 strong innings and allowing only 1 earned run as the Cubs defeated the Nats 3-2. He currently has the most wins in the National League. The Cincinnati Reds launched 3 home runs as they got the best of the Brewers at home, 9-7. The Pittsburgh Pirates got 12 hits in this one as they beat the Cardinals on the road 3-1. John Gant twirled a dominating complete game shutout on the mound as Atlanta got past the Diamondbacks 4-0. The Miami Marlins knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 4-3. The New York Mets sent 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 5-3. The Rockies knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 5-3. The Red Sox combined for 4 total home runs as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 8-2. The Jays combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the best of the Dodgers at home 4-2. In other Blue Jays news, free agent Greg Holland has agreed to terms on a 1-year deal with the organization. The Oakland Athletics totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the O's in Baltimore 6-4. The Minnesota Twins broke up the 7-game losing skid as they beat the White Sox on the South Side 7-2. The Kansas City Royals broke up their 5-game losing skid as they got the extra inning victory against the Indians 4-2. The Tigers launched 3 home runs as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 7-1. The Angels combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the visiting Rays 4-3. The Houston Astros totaled 11 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 5-3. So that's the show on this Mother's Day. Have a great day with Mom, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for more news and results from around baseball.